There had only been 80 to 100 murders in a small college town of Missouri in the past 25 years. The one I am discussing today occurred in June 2004. A group of college students found a body laying in the grass between two apartment buildings near the campus. The body was naked, except for a pair of blue shorts. The body was also covered in blood. It was first believed to be an accident, but that was quickly ruled out. After closer inspection, it appeared that the throat wound on the victim came from a knife or a sharp object. It was also determined that due to the amount of blood at the scene, it was likely that this is where the attack took place. The victim was identified as 22-year-old Stacy Edwards, a pre-law major at the university, and he also worked part-time as a clerk at a nearby hotel. Stacy had no issues with anyone to speak of, but he was confrontational and enjoyed arguments and debates. The night before the murder, Stacy worked at the motel, then headed to a party. After the party, he went home. The alcohol level in his body showed that he was under the influence at the time of the murder. Stacy lived alone in an apartment just one block away from the college. His door was found open ajar, but nothing seemed to be taken. Under a pile of clothes, there was a used condom, which could be a clue and may contain biological evidence of the killer. The autopsy revealed that Stacy was killed sometime before dawn, and the murder weapon was a serrated knife. It also revealed no defensive wounds, which is unusual in a knife attack. Then they ultimately found out why. There were signs that Stacy had been strangled beforehand. This implied that Stacy had been unconscious before he was killed. DNA testing of the condom found in Stacy's apartment revealed biological material from two different sources. One was from Stacy, and the other was from Stacy's sexual partner. Phone records revealed that Stacy had multiple calls with another student, Cody Barnes. Cody admitted that 2 days before they had been lovers, and said that the last time he was intimate with Stacy was 2 nights ago. DNA testing revealed that the DNA evidence from the condom was in fact Cody's. Biological evidence from under Stacy's fingernails revealed 3 different sources. One from Stacy, one from Cody, and one came from an unidentified individual. One of Stacy's friends, Gary, offered some help. Gary claimed that he was in Stacy's apartment one night and said that there was a knock on the door. Stacy had answered it, and there was a police officer in uniform. He came in the apartment and flashed his lights around. Then Stacy invited the officer in to join them. After everything was finished, the officer said this has to be a secret. Detectives brought Gary in for more questioning, and while walking down the hall of the police station, Gary recognizes the officer that was there that night. The man was 28-year-old Jose, a 3-year veteran of the force. Jose was married and had a 3-month-old son at the time. When questioned, Jose denied everything. Jose claimed to have an alibi that night, saying that he was at home with his wife. Jose offered his DNA, and it seemed to match. But with DNA from 3 different sources, it was impossible to be sure. The detectives then took another look at Stacy's body and found a long horizontal bruise along his chest. This type of injury can be caused by a police restraint called a shoulder pin, a move that renders most individuals unconscious in seconds. And on Stacy's shoulder there was blood with some hairs stuck to it. 3 of the hairs contained the root. After testing the hair, it revealed that it was from Jose. This put Jose's arm close to the victim's neck while Stacy was bleeding. Jose continued to deny the allegations, but there was a 45-minute time frame during the time of the murder that Jose couldn't account for. All the evidence paints the story quite well. On the night of the murder, Jose stopped by Stacy's apartment after his shift ended. Stacy told him that the relationship was over and Jose got angry. Stacy threatened to tell everyone about everything if Jose didn't leave him alone. In an effort to calm the situation down, Stacy turned around and left. Jose did not want the affair to end, but he also didn't want anyone to find out. So Jose put Stacy in the police hold. During the scuffle, Stacy scratched Jose, leaving DNA under his fingernails. When Stacy was unconscious, Jose pulled out a knife and began to stab him. Jose was sentenced to life in prison without parole, and to this day, he still proclaims his innocence.